In this video, we'll walk through what to do if a user needs to reset their Tufts password. If a user needs to reset their Tufts password, the first thing you'll do is open the Password Reset Knowledge Base article, checking if a password reset is necessary. If the user does need to reset their password, you'll walk them through resetting the password themselves. To reset their password, the user will first go to Tufts Tools. In Tufts Tools, they'll be presented with some different options, and they will click Change My Tufts Password. The user will be asked if they know their current Tufts password. If they do know their current Tufts password, they'll be asked to log in, and then they can use a small form to reset their password themselves. If the user does not know their current Tufts password, they'll be asked to verify their identity by entering their username, month and day of birth, and student or employee ID. All of these fields are mandatory. Once the user has verified their identity, they then can reset their password themselves. So let's take a look. Let's say a user calls to reset their password. In TechConnect, we'll use the global search in the top right to open the Password Reset Knowledge Base article. So I'll search for password reset and open the password reset instructions. I'll go through this article and follow the steps from top to bottom. If I determine that the user needs to reset their password, I'll send them to the Tufts Tools website. Here, they'll click Change My Tufts Password. If they know their current password, they'll click Yes, I know my current Tufts password. They'll be asked to log in with their current username and password and pass a CAPTCHA. Then they'll be presented with a password reset screen which has some basic guidelines for resetting their password. At the bottom of the page, they can enter a new password and click Reset Password. If the user doesn't know their current Tufts password, they'll click Change My Tufts Password. Then they'll click No, I don't know my current Tufts password. They'll be taken to a screen asking them to verify their identity. They'll put in their username, their month and date of birth, and their student or employee ID. They'll answer the CAPTCHA. They'll be taken to the same reset password screen. This works if the user is a staff, faculty member, or student, or if they are an affiliate that knows their current password. If the user is an affiliate that doesn't know their current password, or a user that otherwise can't reset their password themselves, you will reset the user's password in Tufts Tools Admin. To do this, you'll go to Tufts Tools, then the Admin login. Here, you'll search for the user. A table of all information about the user will appear. At the bottom of the screen, there's a Reset Password button. If you click that, the user's password will be reset. A reset password link will be sent to the user's Tufts email. If the user doesn't have access to their Tufts email, you'll update the watch list of the TechConnect ticket with an email address the user can access and add the password reset link to the ticket in the additional notes field to be sent to the user. Let's take a look. If you need to reset the user's password, you'll go to Tufts Tools and click Admin Login. After logging in, search for the user and click Lookup. A page will appear with all information about the user. At the very bottom of the page, there will be a Reset Password button. Clicking Reset Password will send a Reset Password link to the user's Tufts email address. It will also display the Reset Password link for you if you need to, for example, send that link to the user using an alternative method. If the user doesn't have access to their Tufts email, ask the user for an email address they can access. Then navigate to the ticket in TechConnect. In the watch list in the ticket, click the lock icon to expand the watch list. Then enter the email address the user can access in the Enter Email Address field. Click the email icon to add the email address to the watch list. Then go to the Activity section. In the Activity section in the Additional Comments field, you'll add the password reset link to be sent to the user. Update the ticket to save the new email address in the work notes, as well as send this additional comment, this client visible comment, to the user. Let's recap. If a user contacts you for a password reset, the first thing you do is open the Password Reset Knowledge Base article, following the steps and checking if the user's password should be reset. If the user knows their current password or is a staff, faculty member, or student, they can reset their password themselves in Tufts Tools. You'll walk them through navigating to Tufts Tools and resetting their password themselves. If you need to reset their password for them, which will happen if the user is an affiliate that doesn't know their current password, or a user that can't successfully reset their password themselves, you'll open Tufts Tools, log in as an admin, and click Reset Password. Make sure you follow the knowledge base article, which has all steps to reset a user's password, such as sending the password reset link to an email address the user can access.